can be very intense. We will find out today how students deal with testing. Seniors, don't forget to get your graduation tickets. We will tell you when and where to get them. Later, we have interesting information about a sinkhole. Good evening, and thank you for joining us again on WLG-TV. I'm Katrina Moore.
And I'm Charles Rosner. Here we are once again. Final exams will start on Monday, April 28th, and will continue on until Friday, May 2nd. It's time for finals and graduation. I can feel the stress in the air on campus. Everyone knows that it can be very difficult when preparing for exams. We go to Maya Payton to see how students are handling exams.
We all know that finals can be stressful. I've spoken to a few students about how they're preparing for finals.
I'm Lauren Bellington, and I'm a junior this year. And this semester, my exams are going to be really hard. So what I'm doing to prepare for my finals is just to manage my time as well as I can.
I'm a senior here at Lander University. Getting ready for the finals is very stressful this year because I am 9 months pregnant. And I'm just trying to manage my time. I've exempted all of my exams.
Hello, I'm Cassie. I'm junior. I have no exams because I make all A.
Henry Sourcemore Jones. I'm a junior and I'm a business administration major with emphasis in healthcare management. For preparing for finals, I make sure I A, eat a good breakfast, B, study ahead of time.
We have it. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Maya. How are you preparing for your exams, Chuck?
I'm preparing by not having that many. I've exempted most of them.
I'm preparing the same way.
Fantastic.
Next, we have Charles reporting live from the studio.
Joining me today is Kelly Doherty, the executive producer for Bearcat News here at WLG-TV. And we're going to talk to her a little bit today about her experience as executive producer. So Kelly, tell me, what has been your favorite part of being the executive producer for Bearcat News?
You know, Charles, my favorite part being the executive producer for the News from Lander is definitely the hands-on experience that I have received. You know, some things happen daily. Someone may not show up because they're sick, so we have to find a replacement. And, you know, I know that happens a lot in the real world. And, you know, it really teaches you how to work on your feet, you know, do anything at a moment's notice and things like that. And I think it's really prepared me for after I graduate.
Great. So you would say that this experience has helped you prepare for a real-world job. So you think you could do this in the real world? Oh,
definitely. I've been applying at different areas in the state. I've been thinking about applying out of state as well. And for, you know, directing and assistant producing, especially in Newscast, you know, news station. But anything really will work. You know, this is really what I want to do with my life, and I hope that I will be successful in it.
Fantastic. Now, I know you're graduating this semester, and congratulations, by the way.
Thank you so much.
So what's next for you? Where are you going the next step of your life after you get that degree?
Well, after I graduate, you know, I plan on either moving to Greenville or Spartanburg, Columbia, or the Charleston area to work. And if it doesn't work out in the Newscast area, then I will definitely try and go into event planning. I love to micromanage, as you can see on the Newscast. Y'all get to see that twice a week. And, you know, from there, I'll just start my life.
Wonderful. Well, congratulations once again.
Thank you so much.
And thank you so much for everything that you've done for us here at the station. We'll miss you terribly.
I'll miss all of y'all.
Back to you, Katrina.
Thanks, Charles.
And now your 5-day weather forecast. Today, thunderstorms with a high of 79. Wednesday, sunny with a high of 73. Thursday, partly cloudy with a high of 75. Friday, showers with a high of 79. And Saturday, sunny with a high of 82. In other news, Mason Moats has the scoop on the sinkhole in Florida.
Over the weekend, another sinkhole appeared beneath 2 homes in a rural neighborhood in Florida. It's said to be around 50 feet deep, and those who lived in the houses were evacuated just to take safety measures to make sure no one was harmed during this whole incident. Officials believe that all the recent rainwater that has accumulated in Florida to be the cause of this sinkhole. After round-the-clock work and around 40 truckloads of cement and sand, the hole was successfully filled. The work crews returned yesterday to flatten out and smooth over the mixture. Hopefully this pattern of sinkholes does not continue. Back to you, Katrina.
Thanks, Mason. That's very interesting. Now we go to Michael Panaggio with sports.
Thanks, Katrina. Now here's your sports from this past weekend. The NBA playoffs are in full swing, and in the first round of the Eastern Conference Finals, the dangerous 6th seed, the Brooklyn Nets, took on the number 3 and Atlantic Division champs, the Toronto Raptors. The atmosphere across the border was electric, and early on, Jonas Valanciunas gets the tip in. He finished with 16 points and 19 rebounds. Darren Williams set the tone early for the Nets, getting this finish to go and won. Williams came out aggressive and scored 11 points in the first quarter. Moments later, Paul Pierce with the high arcing bank shot in traffic off the glass and one. More from Pierce later. Late in the first quarter, Sean Livingston with a beautiful skip pass in transition to Darren Williams. He cans in the 3. Brooklyn up 8 after 1. However, the second half would start off well for the Raptors as Grievous Vasquez would light a spark and hit a few threes to cut into the deficit. But Darren Williams' monster half, he had 20 in the first half after the floater, and Joe Johnson with the back cut, and that would hold off the Raptors for the first half for Brooklyn. In the second half, we had a shot clock malfunction, and the actual PA announcer had to call out the shot clock during the game, and the advantage went to the veterans as Joe Johnson hits the floater and Brooklyn keeps their lead. However, late in the third quarter, Kyle Lowry, who had 24 points and 8 assists in his career year, hits the 3 at the buzzer to cut the lead to 5 going in the fourth. Early in the fourth, Lowry picks up the loose ball and hits Patrick Patterson. He slams it down, and the Raptors tie the game up with a little less than 10 minutes to go. After a Pierce layup gets blocked, Vasquez, in transition from Lowry, hits the 3 on the left wing and gives a little shoulder shake, and the Raptors take their first lead of the second half. But Joe Jesus hits the floater, and the teardrop goes, and then the veterans and the championship pedigree would show, as Garnett hits his first basket of the game from his old teammate Pierce, and then Pierce from Williams, a pull-up 3, and Pierce would absolutely close the deal in Toronto with the fall away over the 7-foot Valanciunas on the baseline, and then later at the 4 with Patrick Patterson on him, the half-turn shoulder shake and the bucket. Pierce said, "This is why they brought me here. I am the best in the business." And Brooklyn steals game 1 on the road in Toronto, up 1-0, game 2, Tuesday night in Toronto. Back to you in the studio, Katrina.
With all the chaos of finals, don't forget about your graduation tickets. We have more information about when and where to pick them up. Seniors, you can pick up your graduation tickets this week from 8 to 4 in the police station.
Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Extra tickets will be available next week in the registrar's office, also from 8 to 4 p.m.
Thanks, Katrina. You know, I'll have to remember that for next semester when I am graduating.
Well, I picked my tickets up this morning before class. I'm very excited.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And now it's time for Stuff the Bearcat Says.
I love Chipley because we have great RAs. The cafeteria desserts are on point.
Well, we got the Bearcat Lounge to go to between classes.
I'm glad I have the Bearcat Lounge because it's boring otherwise.
That's all we have right now. I'm Charles Rosner.
And I'm Katrina Moore. Have a great day, Greenwood.